Pricing model. Problem number 13. Eastern Company Limited has two divisions, namely Casna Bogie Division (CBD) and Wagon Division (WD). CBD manufactures Casna bogies and WD manufactures BOBN type of wagons. To manufacture a wagon, WD needs 4 Casna bogies. Okay, so to manufacture one wagon, WD needs 4 Casna bogies. Okay, then CBD is the only manufacturer of the Casna bogies and supplies both WD and outside customers. The details of CBD and WD for the coming financial year 2014-15 are as follows. So fixed cost they have given, CBD is WD, variable cost per unit they have given 2,20,000 and 4,80,000 respectively, and this is excluding transfer cost, that 4,80,000. Then capacity per month they have given 8 units, 320 and 12 respectively. Then market research has indicated that the demand in the market for Eastern Company Limited products at different quotation are as follows. So for Casna bogies, quotation price of rupees 3,20,000, no tender will be awarded, but demand will increase by 30 Casna bogies with every 10,000 reduction in unit quotation price below rupees 3,20,000. Okay, I'll explain it at the end of the question. And for wagons, market research says for wagons, quotation price of 17,10,000, no tender will be awarded, but the demand for the wagons will be increased by 2 wagons with every 50,000 reduction in the unit quotation price below 17,10,000. Okay, so that is a question, very small question. So what is saying, the market research is saying like whenever you are making any product, you have to price that product. Okay, so you will do the market research. So based on that, this company is arriving at a conclusion like if the price is fixed for I'm talking about first Casna bogies only. So the market research is saying that if you are fixing the selling price for Casna bogies at rupees 3,20,000, you will not be able to sell even one unit of Casna bogies. That's what it's saying. Quotation price of 3,20,000, no tender will be awarded. You will not be able to sell even one single product. So that is the highest price. Okay, where you won't get any customer to buy Casna bogies. What it's saying, but demand will increase by 30 Casna bogies with every rupees 10,000 reduction in the unit quotation price. So what it's saying, if the price is fixed 3,20,000 minus 10,000, okay, 3,20,000 minus 10,000. Okay, if demand is fixed that much, if the price is fixed that much, means if the price is fixed 2,90,000, 3,20,000 minus 10,000, if the price is fixed 3,10,000, you will be able to get a demand of 30 Casna bogies. Okay, that's what this para is saying. Just like that, for wagons, if the price is fixed at 17,10,000, you won't be able to get even one single customer. Okay, but if you are fixing the price at 17,10,000 minus 50,000 rupees, then you will be able to sell 2 wagons. Okay, that's what this para is saying. So now what is required is calculate the unit quotation price of the wagon that will maximize Eastern Company Limited's profit for the financial year 2014-15, and also calculate the unit quotation price of the wagon that is likely to emerge if the divisional managers of CBD and WD both set quotation prices calculated to maximize divisional profit from sales to outside customers, and the transfer price set at market selling price. Okay, so first requirement you all must have understood clearly, like they are asking us to find the quotation price, means they are asking us to fix the selling price of the wagon. Okay, that will maximize Eastern Company Limited's profit for the financial year 14-15. That is very clear. But the second one, what it is trying to say is calculate the unit quotation price of the wagon. Again they are asking us to price the wagon that is likely to emerge if the divisional managers of CBD and WD both set quotation prices calculated to maximize divisional profit from sales to outside customer. So what it is trying to say is, if these divisions are there, CVD and WD, if they are trying to maximize their divisional profit, so based on that they will fix some price, right? If at that price only which they are going to charge to outside market, which is going to fetch them the highest profit, if that price, if CVD division is going to quote, and based on that price if transferring to WD division, then what will be the price of the wagon? I hope you all understood. Now I'll read it again. Calculate the unit quotation price of the wagon, okay, that is likely to emerge if the divisional managers of CVD and WD both set quotation prices calculated to maximize divisional profit from sales to outside market, and the transfer price is set at market selling price. Okay, now see, note is given. If P is equal to A minus BQ, then MR is equal to A minus 2BQ. okay, this is nothing like, you don't need to worry about what I said. It is that only, like P is nothing but price, A minus BQ is nothing but, A is nothing but the highest quotation, that highest quotation. For example, for Casner Bogus, that highest quotation is 3,20,000, so that A denotes that 3,20,000 only, minus BQ. B means how much you will reduce so that you can sell one unit. So for example, B is 0. So for example, B how much? B is 10,000. They are saying, no, in the question, like 10,000 if you are reducing, you will be able to sell, which every 10,000 reduction you will be able to sell 30 Casner bogies. So what it is saying, that A minus B if you do, okay, then you will be able to sell some units. So see, that A is 3,20,000 minus B is 10,000. This one only I am telling. Okay, so if A is 3,20,000 minus B is 10,000, suppose, one second. Okay, so B is 10,000, so it's like 3,20,000 minus 10,000 into how many units you want to sell. Okay, because each reduction, each time you are reducing 10,000, you will be able to sell 30 units. Okay, it is better to take example of wagons, that because that will be more easier. See, A is 17,10,000 minus B is how much? 50,000. So 50,000 is for 2 units. If you are reducing 50,000, you will be able to sell 2 units. So how much for 1 unit? 25,000. If you are reducing, you will be able to sell one wagon. So see, A is 17,10,000 minus B is 25,000. Okay, so each reduction of 25,000 you will be able to sell 1 unit. So that 25,000 into 1 unit, so that Q you will be able to decide. So for example, if you want to sell 10 units, so what you will do, that A is 17,10,000 minus B is 25,000. I am taking for 1 unit. Here they have taken, here they have given for, here they are given 50,000 for 2 units. So that 25,000 into, if you want to sell 10 units, so what you will do, 25,000 into 10 means 2,50,000. You have to reduce 2,50,000 from 17,10,000, so that you will be able to sell 10 units. Okay, I hope you all understood. Now I will get into the solution. Okay, I'll explain it from my workings. Anyways, it is same only how institute is done. It is little more logical. I have tried to do same thing, only they followed, like here in this question we have to apply the differentiation concept of mathematics. Okay, so people who know already differentiation in mathematics and all, they will be able to understand quickly. But anyway, it's not a problem if you don't know also. It's very simple. Okay, so keep that question open before you, because I may not refer question from here. Okay, so see, first requirement is like calculate the unit quotation price of, okay, I'll 1 second. Calculate the unit quotation price of the wagon that will maximize Eastern Company Limited's profit for the financial year 2014-15. So we have to find out the unit quotation price of the wagon. Okay, so see, selling prices, see, just below the question, just see, you will find if P is equal to A minus BQ. Okay, that's what we have done here. Selling price, that P is nothing but the price, selling price. So that's what we have done here. Selling price is equal to this 17,10,000, which I was saying P, that is only, it is 17,10,000. So minus BQ, that B is nothing but how much you can reduce to sell some units in the market. So that is 50,000. For each 50,000 you are able to sell 2 units. So that's why 50,000 divided by 2, and Q is the unit. Okay, so that is the selling price. 17,10,000 minus 25,000 Q, that is the selling price. So if that is the selling price, what will be the revenue? Q is nothing but the number of units. Okay, so revenue will be what we say, units into selling price. So that's why we've done here 17,10,000 minus 25,000 Q into Q. This 17,10,000 minus 25,000 Q is selling price. So selling price multiplied with number of units sold, that is the revenue, sales. Okay, that's what we got here. Okay, so if this is the revenue, what is margin revenue? Okay, what is margin revenue? So see, applying the differential concept of mathematics, we have to solve this. See, first of all, differential means what? Anything additional, that is called anything additional. If something changes, because of that, how much change happens. If for example, how to say, okay, like if suppose you are selling one product additional. Okay, if one product additional you are selling, due to that change, how much price increase happens, that is the differential, that is the marginal. Okay, so that's why that concept we are applying here. Okay, so what is the margin revenue? We're getting 17,10,000. so 17,10,000 Q is there, no? 1 second. This 17,10,000 is there. 17,10,000 Q minus 25,000 Q square. So in differential, what we do, whatever this is there, like this Q square is there, that 2 will come here before 25,000. So what will happen? 2 into 25,000. Okay, it will become 2 into 25,000 Q, that square minus 1. Okay, 1 second. See, this is only I'm trying to explain. 17,10,000 Q was there. 17,10,000 Q minus 25,000 Q square. So after differentiation, what will happen? That Q is there, no? After 17,10,000, that Q is also having power 1. That's why it is 1. So that power will come before that number. So it will be like 1 into 17,10,000. Okay, and just like that here, that 25,000 Q square is there. The 2 power will come down here. So 2 into 25,000 Q. Okay, so that power whatever came down, that one, it will deduct that one. Okay, so 1 minus 1, it gone. 17,10,000 Q, 1 minus 1 gone. So that has become Q power 0. Q power 0 it has become. So when power is 0, automatically the number become 1. So 17,10,000 into 1, it has become only 17,10,000. This one, once it has become q power 0, it will become 1. So 17,10,000 into 1, it is equal to 17,10,000. Now this one, 2 into 25,000, okay, 2 into 25,000, q 2 minus 1, okay, one time it is come down now, so that's why minus 1. So now 2 minus 1, it has become q power 1, okay, so that's why 50,000 q. That's what is differentiation. So see, this thing we will do like if there is this kind of number like square or cube, then only it will come down. For example, there is a constant. For example, there is plus 40,000. This is fixed cost. For example, fixed cost there. So for that also power 1 is there. So if that one power 1 minus 1, okay, that will become 40,000 0. So that number will automatically vanish. Okay, that's all. Okay, so that is a differential, that is a marginal. So marginal revenue is 17,10,000 minus 50,000 q. So marginal revenue we got. We have to also find out marginal cost, because if you have studied economics, there is a concept like when marginal revenue equals marginal cost, at that point company can yield the maximum profit. So that's what we are applying here. So marginal revenue we got, we have to find out the cost. So, cost is how much, say in the question say the WT is there. For that variable costs we are incurring 4,80,000, okay, that is after coming into WD. But before that we are using CBD also. So that CBD 2,20,000, and 2,20,000 is for one CBD. And this line says 4 cash bogies are required for one CBD. So that's why 2,20,000 into 4 plus 4,80,000. Okay, 2,20,000 into 4 plus 4,80,000. That is a cost. That is a what we say variable cost. So that comes 13,60,000 into Q. Okay, 13,60,000 is for 1 unit. No, 13,60,000 into Q. That is the total variable cost plus that 1 crore 64 lakh 53. Sorry, 16 crore 45 lakh 36,000. That is fixed cost. That is fixed. So total cost is because we are taking total sales, so we have to take total cost. Then only we will be able to find out the what we say total revenue, right? So that's what total cost comes 13,60,000 Q plus 1,645 36,000. So what is the marginal cost? The same concept how we did for revenue, for finding out marginal revenue, we'll do for marginal cost also. So see this 13,60,000 Q. So that Q having power 1, so that 1 power came down, so 1 minus 1, that Q has got power 0, so Q got vanished. Okay, so 13,60,000 remaining, and here 1,645 36,000 has also power 1, so that power 1 came down, so that 1 power has become 0, so that number will vanish automatically. Okay, this is the mathematical concept, that differentiation concept. If you go by logic also, see, if you are producing 1 unit extra, 1 marginal unit, 1 extra unit, if you are producing, what will be the change? Only the variable cost will be the change. So that's what taken 13,60,000, only that will be the change. That is the marginal. Okay, that's also maximum profit is that marginal revenue is equal to, when marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So that's what we will do, we will just equate it. This marginal revenue we got, no, this marginal revenue we got, and here marginal cost we got, so that both should be equal to each other. Then only at that point only the selling price will be highest. So 17 lakh 10,000 minus 50,000 Q is equal to 13 lakh 60,000. Then if you solve this, you will get Q is equal to 7 units. So Q is equal to 7 units. Just apply that on this one, like 17 lakh 10,000 minus 50,000 into 7. 50,000 into 7, if you will get 3 lakh 50,000. So 3 lakh 50,000 minus 17 lakh 10,000, you will get price of 1 second. Yeah, sorry. That 7 units we got, no? That selling price we got here. This one. On this, that apply that 7 units. So 17 lakh 10,000 minus 25,000 into 7. So it will come 15 lakh 35,000 selling price. Okay, that's it. Okay, then first question we solved. Now second question, it is saying like calculate the unit quotation price of the wagon that is likely to emerge if the divisional managers of CBD and WD both set quotation price calculated to maximum division profit from sales to outside customer, and the transfer pricing is price set at the market selling price. Okay, if the transfer pricing set at market price, then what will be the price of the wagon? So we have to set the selling price of CBT Casna bogies. Okay, so there also you have to do the same thing, only 3,20,000. If you fix at 3,20,000, you will be able to sell nothing. So 3,20,000 minus 10,000, for each 10,000 you will be able to sell 30,000 units. So 10,000 divided by 30 into Q. Okay, so the total revenues, this is selling price, that 3,20,000 minus 10,000 divided by 30 Q, this is selling price. So if you multiply it with a number of units, and that is Q, you will get revenue. So 3,20,000 Q minus 10,000 divided by 30 Q square. Okay, and margin revenue is same concept. If you apply 3,20,000, Q has vanished because the power has become 1 minus 1 0. So 3,20,000, and here Q has came down. So 2 into 10,000, 20,000 divided by 30, and Q power 2 was there, the 2 minus 1, so it has become only 1. Okay, just like that. Cost 2,20,000 is there given in the question. So 2,20,000 into 2,20,000 is for 1 unit, the marginal cost, variable cost. So total cost is 2,20,000 into Q plus that fixed cost. So if we apply that differentiation concept, the marginal cost is 2,20,000 only. Okay, so marginal cost, price is maximum at marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. When marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, so just we will equate that. This 3,20,000 Q, 3,20,000 minus 20,000 divided by 30 Q equals to this 2,20,000. So if we solve that, Q is coming 150. So just apply that Q at that selling price we got now here. This selling price, instead of Q, take that 150 and find out. So you will get price 2,70,000. Okay, now take that price as transfer price for pricing the wagon. So what we will do, only thing we will do is cost we have to find out. So 2,70,000, because that is a transfer price. So 2,70,000 into 4, because each wagon is requiring 4 Casna bogies. So 2,70,000 into 4 plus variable cost of WD is already given in the question, 4,80,000. So that is for 1 unit. 2,70,000 into 4 plus 4,80,000, that is for 1 unit, into Q if you do, that is for total number of units, plus the fixed cost 1,645, 36,000. If you add that also, you will get total cost. So that is coming 1,56,000 Q plus 1,645, 36,000. So what is the marginal? 15,60,000 only. So now that marginal cost equate with the marginal revenue. We already got here, no? This 17,10,000 minus 50,000 Q. So equate with that, you will get quantity equal to 3. Okay, apply that quantity equal to 3 in that selling price. You will find out the selling price 16,35,000. That's all.